Windows and doors. Closed. Beacon. Thrust levers. Parking brake. Before start, checklist complete.
Automatic and cross-check. We have now closed the boarding door. Prior to aircraft movement, all customers must be seated with their seatbelts fastened. Please make sure your seat back is upright, tray table is stowed, and all carry-on items are put away. Laptops.
Ground to cockpit. We are connecting the tug now, so please confirm the parking brake is set.
Additionally, if you are in an even more space seat equipped with power outlets, please unplug all devices at this time.
Locking the gear now.
As part of our commitment to safety from the ground up, this airplane was just cleaned and disinfected, including tray tables, restrooms, other high-touch surfaces, and galleys. Also, seat assignments have been deliberately spread out and sent for parties traveling together. Please help
All right, Captain, bypass pin is inserted and the tug is connected. Ready to push at your discretion, and please release parking brake.
Please place smaller bags and personal items under the seat in front of you.
Captain, you are clear for engine start.
In the overhead bin with wheels or handles facing out. If you're placing a larger bag in the bin, please make sure the bin will close before taking your seat. Larger electronic devices such as laptops must be stowed prior to pushback under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. They may not be stowed in seat back pockets. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, you may be called upon to open the exits in the event of an emergency. If you are unable, unwilling, or feel you may injure yourself by performing the actions or functions described on the safety information card, please let us know. We'll find you a different seat. Our Airbus A320 has 8 emergency exits. There are 2 doors in the front, 2 window exits over the wings, and 2 doors in the back. Each door is equipped with an evacuation slide that can be detached from the aircraft and used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with a sign overhead. If necessary, floor level lighting will illuminate the aisle to help you find the exits. In the event of an emergency, leave all personal belongings and proceed to your nearest exit. Please take a moment now to locate your closest exit and remember that it might be behind you. If there is a change in cabin pressure, forward oxygen mask will drop from overhead. Firmly pull the mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Remove your face covering. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Pull the elastic band around your head and tighten using the straps on both sides. Even though the bag may not inflate, oxygen will be flowing. Be sure to put your mask on first before helping others. We'll let you know it is no longer needed. We will be passing through the cabin to make sure we are ready for departure. You can help us by making sure your seatbelt is fastened, seat back is upright, tray table is stowed, and all carry-on items are put away. If you have any questions about the safety features of this aircraft,
signal you on the side and have a good flight.
Including the use of electronic cigarettes or vaporizers is never allowed on any JetBlue flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying smoke detectors in aircraft restrooms is a federal offense and could result in a fine. This aircraft has 3 restrooms. There's one in the front of the cabin with 2 in the back. Each is equipped with an infant changing table. To avoid crowding in the aisle, please wait at your seat until the restroom is available. We're proud to let you know that this flight is carbon neutral and we're offsetting the CO2 from the fuel used for all of our domestic flights to reduce the impact on our climate. All of our planes are equipped with free high-speed Wi-Fi. If you have a Wi-Fi enabled device, just connect to the FlyFi network. Then be sure to type in www.flyfi.com into your browser window and follow the prompts to log in. Thanks to our partnership with Amazon, once connected, you can sign into your Amazon Prime account or start a free trial to stream movies, TV shows, and music, and earn TrueBlue points when you shop as a TrueBlue member while in flight. You can also find entertainment listings and other info about today's flight on the FlyFi Hub or on the JetBlue app. Please note the FlyFi signal will not be available outside of our coverage area. However, entertainment content will still be available on the FlyFi Hub at www.flyfi.com. first part of today's flight operates outside the coverage area for our fleet Wi-Fi, satellite TV, and radio. Free movies are still available on channels 39, 40, and 41. If you have a handheld device with Wi-Fi capabilities, you may also enjoy free TV shows, magazines, and more, both in and out of coverage on the Fly-Fi hub. Just type www.flyfi.com into your browser window. We'll be adjusting the main cabin lights for departure. If you need it, there is a reading light above your seat. We're here to make sure you have a safe and comfortable flight. Please report any inappropriate behavior to an in-flight crew member. Thanks for your attention. We hope you enjoy the JetBlue experience.
Anti-ice. ECAM status. Pitch trim. Rudder trim. After start checklist complete. Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. With you. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Pressure 0. Clear right side. Check.
Approaching. 15 right.
Boston traffic at Pleasant Good Day. Got a queue for taxiing out to runway 23 right for departure, Boston.
Flight controls.
Boston traffic,
Checked.
United
Flight
465, costing 15 right for runway 22 right in Boston.
Checked. Briefing. Flap setting. Config 2. V1, VR, V2, flex temp. V1, 1, 3, 1, VR, 1, 4, 3, V2, 1, 4, 6, flex temp, 3, 4, degrees, ATC. ECAM memo. Down to the line. Final runway clear.
Thank you, cabin crew. Seats for takeoff, please.
Watch traffic to airspace 64, crossing 15 right on November. Boston.
Good morning, folks, from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. Just about to be underway here with number 2 for departure. Showing time en route of 2 hours 35 minutes down to West Palm today. Headwinds aren't that bad, so it should be a quick flight down. Weather in West Palm, gusty winds out of the east. Normal for the area at up to 32 miles an hour. Few clouds and a temperature of 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Beautiful day down in West Palm. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. We'll update you on our arrival as we get a little further south.
Yeah, 664, crossing 15
Takeoff runway.
Boston.
2, right, confirmed. Cabin crew. TCAS. Engine mode selector. PAX. Before takeoff checklist complete. Affirm.
Approaching. 2, right. On runway. 2, right.
Check.
Boston traffic, United 465, lining up
Checked.
runway 22 right, Boston.
knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Checked. 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 Packs are on. Speed checked. Flaps 1. Checked. Checked.
Boston traffic, United 465, departing to the right, departure to the east, Boston traffic.
Checked.
Boston traffic, Jazz 664, line up 228, Boston.
Speed checked. Flap 0. Checked. Checked. Landing gear. Flaps. Packs. Down to the line.
Boston traffic, Jazz 664, departing runway 22X, Boston.
Checked. 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 Confirm seatbelts off. Confirm clear red nav.
We're now at 10,000 feet. If you are in any of a more space heat equipment power outlets, you may use them now. For your safety, keep observing the seatbelt sign and remember that all flights are non-smoking, including vaping and the back pockets or flushing them into lavatory toilets. Our in-flight service will begin momentarily.
Confirm copy.
On today's
Active to
flight,
secondary.
We're offering bottled water and a limited selection of Pepsi beverages and juices, along with your choice of tea and coffee. Please enjoy, and if there is anything we can do to make your flight more comfortable, don't hesitate to ask. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Cruise flight level is as shown. Optimum flight level is as shown. Recommended max flight level is as shown. Are you happy with our current selected flight level? Okay. Checked. 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 Standard. Cross-checked. Passing flight level 180. Now. Aero ref. Standard. Set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete. Checked. Checked. 1,000 to go. Cruising flight level 340, check. Checked. Checked.
Okay, folks, from the flight deck, cruising 34,000 feet right now. Showing an arrival time down in West Palm of 4 past 2 at the moment. We might make up a little bit of time as we go. Those of you on the right side, that's New York City. We're going to pass Atlantic City, head down the coast and out over the Atlantic and come in. So another just about 2 hours and 10 minutes left to go. So back, relax, enjoy the flight. I'll keep the seatbelt sign off as long as I can. So I just realized my mic's been muted the entire time I've been talking. The entire time. So much of getting my mother-in-law over the fear of flying. The entire explanation of takeoff, gone. That's awesome. Welcome to OBS, I guess. So we could get a few bumps up here. We get some high-level stuff, which was not on the flight plan. I know we're crossing a jet up here, but there was no significant weather. Maybe that jet right there could be pushing some stuff. It is the harshest wind we're going to face too. No significant weather. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. Maybe that jet right there could be pushing some stuff. Do I get the right button back up? There we go. All right, back with it now. Nice. Awesome, Vaughn. Yeah, man, if you want to fly, let us know at Virtual Blue. We'll set you back up, buddy. We will definitely set you back up. Yeah, I wish you would have said something. I have no clue my mic was muted until I was just watching. When I went to heat up my coffee, I was just watching the playback of the takeoff, and I'm like, what, huh, what? So I just popped into OBS. While we're up here, I'm gonna mess with the overlay and see if that will fix itself. That's a loaded or open overlay. I never know which one's which. This one maybe? 3.3. Maybe this one? Nope, not that one. Overlay. Maybe this one? Nope, not that one. I thought that was a little too big and not, you know, JetBlue's kind of minimalistic. I don't want to create a new one. I want to open one of mine. That was the Hawaiian one. What about this one? Not that one either. That's also... I know I saved this thing. Maybe this one? Nope. Nope. Number 3. Why are they all the same? I have it saved. I just don't know if I have it saved as an XML. Now that's not changing for you guys, right? No. Assets, is that where it is? Where is... So it's got to be an XML file. So it's in overlays, assets, southwest. That's not it either. Huh. I don't know what's happened here. Load template. No, that's not it. Well, that stinks. I don't even know how to fix that. Where's, like, my current overlay? Chatbot. Oh, I gotta do Twitch for that. I'll probably try to go over to Twitch here. Settings. Is there a advanced? No. Fuel time, show colon, distance to go, nautical miles, percentage. Disconnect the text. Oh, I can do this. Oh, yeah. So I've exported the old one, but how do I find it? Let's go see. No, it's under this. Yeah, see? I need to get 333 at 8:51 p.m. So it should be this one, number 4. Open overlay. But it didn't. It's not that. That's very strange. So yeah, it's not. I'm not using that one. Let me try this. Let me go overlay. Open over or load template. Not here. This is very strange. I'm not real like fly lives. Fly lives new for me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a return leg. I just don't know. I might have to work at midnight tonight, so gotta go to the Fly Live manual one. So I gotta basically get the HTML to XML. Here we go. I'm looking up the manual here for Fly Live to try to figure out. I just want to change. Now wait a minute. Just wanted to change a couple things. I don't know how to do that. So we're going to try this. I'm going to try to convert see how this does. So we want to go to C, CAG2 software. Link, no. Finalize Studio. Templates, no. Alright, see current overlays in there. Overlays. So we're using JetBlue 5, I think. Bear with me here, guys, while I double check this. Yeah, we're using JetBlue 5. Okay. So let's see if we can convert this back to XML. Download the XML. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if it comes in there and it's in the right spot. So let's go to downloads. Valid exception. And we're right back where we started. Oh, it took me forever. I downloaded the JetBlue font and everything. I don't know how to get that back. It's because I already exported it, I guess. I exported this, and that's it. So it's driving me nuts that see how it says 1904 Zulu. I want to bring that down a couple pixels. I want to bring this over a couple pixels. Maybe shrink this a little bit. You know, I want to just standardize everything. Well, not bad for a first go at it, I guess. Yeah, Vaughn. Southwest yesterday, 2 flights worth. Hawaiian 787. If you know, we'll be doing Cross the Pond on the channel for sure. Definitely be doing Cross the Pond. Oh, speaking of that, I don't think the airports are open. The slots are open yet, are they? Let's see. CTP.vatsum.net. Did they already do this? Go check the Discord. They announced the airport, so they haven't done the booking yet. So yeah, JetBlue, occasionally Frontier, Southwest, do a United on occasion, do an Alaska on occasion. The planes I have installed, and I really wish I could reinstall the 717. To be honest, I love that plane. It just absolutely trashes my computer, and there's issues with it. And if the Aerosoft A330 was not such a, to me, it's a, pardon my French, it's a fucking shitbox. Like, compared to the FS, like, I hope that right after the Concorde we will see an FS Labs A330 with the proper 200. Quality Wing 787 is a decent plane. I did download last night in a moment of weakness because it's my favorite, absolute favorite plane. I downloaded last night in a moment of weakness the Aerosoft A330. I'm going to give it a go. Aer Lingus. I'm a member of Aer Lingus Virtual. I got a couple planes, so let's see. Actually, we're going to take a look at Volanta, and let's see what we got for aircraft. Pop this up. So for aircraft, this is where my aircraft are around the world. So you can see most of them in the United States. You know, we got 623s up in Seattle, 942s over in San Fran. We got in Burbank, we got a couple Frontier jets. A321 Mad Dog, I'll do Delta and American with. There's an MD-80 in Phoenix. Mad Dog's coming up this weekend, probably tomorrow. A couple Mad Dog flights. American A319s up to Eagle, 737 United, down Houston, San Antonio. That's the last time I tested the A330 and had issues. Go down to Toncontin on occasion. St. Martin, Barbados, a couple of A321s down there. We're going to have this one in West Palm. We got a Frontier in Orlando, MD-88 in Atlanta, a couple in Chicago, of course, a couple in New York. So coming over this way, we have Delta Victor Mike and LRA, which is a fake 321 LR, which I did cross the pond with. You can see we got two 777 200 ERs there, both Rolls-Royce powered. Over in Frankfurt, we got a 744 and Golf Alpha Mike for Aer Lingus. Innsbruck, we got EasyJet. Down here, we got Aer Lingus. And I moved. I did have a plane over in Dubrovnik, or Split, Croatia. The one where you come in, like right here, I think it is. No, not that one. It's the Croatian airport where you come in and you just got to go right between both hills to land. It's pretty cool approach, but it's also a 4-hour flight. Air Canada is in Hawaii, so we got 2 in Maui, 789, 1 up in Anchorage, or excuse me, in Juneau, 1 at 777, Cathay 777 in Kai-Tak, and then a couple down in New Zealand, 21s and 747s, 2021s and 747s, Jetstar. So that's pretty much how we go. A330s are underrated and underrepresented. If you think about an A330-200, Vaughn, that thing can go, what is it, 7,000 nautical miles, 7,200, I think. I might be a little high there. Let's go check the range of an A330-200. Because it's the 300, well, let me rephrase. The 242-ton A330-300, which Delta got delivered first with GE engines, right? This is where we make the stream interesting, right? The 242-ton weight variant of the A330CO with GE engines that got delivered to Delta is the basis for the Neo, right? Hawaiian, which is my favorite airline, has, it's 500 and, let's see, 242 tons to pounds. So that is 533,509 pounds max takeoff weight. The A330-200s, they're 243Cs, right? If you look on the MCDU, like on the data page, like let me show you. So on a Hawaiian A330, right? It says across the top A330-243C, right? And then it'll say, you know, RR Trent 772B 70. Right? Yeah, 772B. Wow, it's been a while. So the Hawaiian ones take off, I think their max takeoff weight is 5. We can actually look this up. A330 type certificate data sheet, because it's going to have all the variants in here. Does this have that? Yeah, so this even has the Neo in there, the 800 and 900, and the Beluga, the new Beluga. So let's go here. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Equipment dimensions. .243. So you can see the numbers, 201, 202. Right, so section 1's for the 200. So let's go look. Forget what weight variant they are. So yeah, 772, it's 243, right? 772B60. I think later Hawaiian models had the C60s. Same thrust, but I think it does like a different thrust plug. So the rollers have 71.1 max takeoff for 5 minutes, and then 63.5. So you're taking off with 142,200 pounds of thrust. And you can see the C60s have the same thrust there. Let me find this bad boy. Let's see. So fuel quantity. So there's, see the modifications? Airbus is always making these different modifications. Here we go. So we gotta figure out the tonnage here. So these are the weight variants, right? So, matter of fact, we right now are in, let me go back to P3D, I'll show you. Stickers right here. We right now are in A321, weight variant 11, right? So max taxi's 207,000 pounds, 207,014 pounds. Max takeoff's 206,132. Max landing weight's 171,519. And max zero fuel is 162,7, right? So we come back over here, right? Same thing, you've got weight variants, right? The basic initial versions of the A330-200, right? All these weights. So I know the Hawaiian planes, I gotta do a little math here, so bear with me a second. What do they have? They have and you can see, so they're not enhanced. I was trying to figure this out the other day. I think their weight variant, I believe their weight variant 22s. 68, because they have the 170 tons. So 233 times 2.205, 515,000. It's 513.6, so 514. 233. I know there's a 242 in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. There's more variants with mods. 238. So this is the Hawaiian weight variant, I believe, right here. Because it was like 525,000 pounds, I think. 238 times 2.205. There it is, 524.79. So this is the variant here. One of these, it's either an 058 or an 062. So Hawaiian Airlines flies the A330-243 weight variant 62 and 58. Now you can come down here, you see the 242 ton, the basis, right? These were initially delivered as 203s, right? Here it is, the 242 ton, weight variant 081. This is the basis for the Neo, right? And then weight variant 8. So you can see that the mods, right? 80, 81, 82, 83, right? So you got some options, and this is on a 200, right? The 300, it's got the higher max landing weight. Now this goes down, blah, 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 blah. Models, when they got certified. So this is the 300. Blah, blah, blah. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Here we go. Just got it? No. Same thrust, I believe, for the rollers. Yeah. 71, up to 71.1. So if we come down to the max takeoff weights, the original A330, the 301, originally delivered to Aer Lingus, 212 tons, with a 164 on the landing weight. And you can see they just go on up the line, right? Here's the growth variants, right? Now you're looking, you know, so they went from 212 and 184, right? To 230, 233, right? And then I'm looking here for the 941 will be different. So here's the basis, right? This is the basis. 082 is the basis for the Neo, right? 238 to 242 tons with linear variation, right? 081, 082, they're the basis for the Neo. So let's go down and we'll come down and see the 941 here. Weight variants. Here we go. So this is the Beluga, right? Sharklet Beluga, or Neo Beluga. Oh, good grief. 743. That's the new Beluga Transporter. Where is it? I'm trying to find the Neo here for you guys so you can see it. fuel quantities. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so this is the 800, which I wish Hawaiian was getting. So the basic 800 was going to be 242, 186, and 172 to 176, and that depends on what they were going to have. Sounds like the roof is caving in on me. I'm going to have to run upstairs and see what's going on. The 200, the 200, the 800, the 900, just amazing planes. The wings are just so slick. The Airbus wings that they build it in Broughton, Wales, just amazing stuff. So is this the 900 here? 6420, additives, hydraulics. Yep, so this is going to be the 900. So this is what Delta has. This is what's mostly out there right now, right? So Delta launch, one of the launch customers. So you can see you can get an option of takeoff weights up to 242 tons and a landing weight up to 181 tons, or 191, excuse me. So linear variation, 177 or 191. But yeah, we need better A330 representation in flights, and I'm gonna try. The 124 and the Reality XP GTN. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll probably come back. What do you got installed for airliners there, Vaughn? It's just about to CB. Let's do a fuel check at CB. Oops, didn't want to do that. CB 17.8 and 8.8. So we're way over the 8.8. We're going to have 17.6. So we're 200 pounds shy on fuel right now, which is not good. We're pretty much on a straight line to Dixon anyways. But I'm going to go ahead and give us the direct to Dixon just to try to speed it up a little bit. Okay, direct Dixon with the beams and insert. Yeah, it'll give us a little bit more speed. Yeah, an A350, the flight factor I heard was a decent one. Guys, I'm going to go up and see what's going on upstairs, because it's just bananas upstairs in my house right now. Also, this is a core A321, so there's only one auxiliary center tank, which obviously we didn't need to use today. 200 passengers, extra weight, and they just didn't. They had one auxiliary tank in here. So let's see what the progress page says now. 9.1. So we're between 200 and 300 pounds low, and that's actually probably gonna be lower once we start dropping flaps out and everything like that. So well on our way, nice and smooth. It is going to be gusty down south. Let me heat up my coffee again, and I will be right back. Oh, I never put the camera back on. Ah, well, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back. We are back in the business. Get the camera back up here for you. Direct to Dixon now. Still 9.1 on the arrival. I think I put the camera back on, did I? I thought I did. I just got to figure out, I got to see if there's a Fly Live Discord or something. I want to fix that overlay. It's going to drive me nuts. It's a nice overlay for, you know, I spent half an hour maybe on it, 20 minutes, half hour getting it to look JetBlueified. Fly Live takes hex codes, so I was able to download the JetBlue, or not download, I downloaded the JetBlue font, or not the actual JetBlue font, because that one costs $104. I'm not paying $104 for a font. Ooh, Marty St. George, special appearance on CNN. Outstanding. Kind of wish he was still at JetBlue. I feel like since that guy left, it's gone downhill. Not for lack of the employees trying and caring, but you know, I don't know. Like I've been a JetBlue loyalist since 2008, since my first flight on them. Still love the airline. It's just that they're making it hard for me to be loyal now. The pricing's gone up. This nonsense with American, you know. I have their credit card. You know, I've got, even after mint redemptions, I've got 70,000 JetBlue points. Why is my camera not back on? Oh, we're minus 156 here. Let's see. There we go. Even with, you know, even with that, let me see here. I want to see if the camera's still kind of adjusting everything. Like I said, I'm going to try to get a side stick cam going. Put it over here maybe. Let's see if we can just adjust this a little bit. You can see everything but the park and brake. If I go this way just a little bit. I got a little surprise coming for over in this corner where the Hawaiian plane is now. Let's see how this looks. We don't want to go too far that way. My wife's got a mess on the couch. Some of it's mine, but most of it's hers, just saying. Let's see. How does this look? Yeah, I got something pretty cool coming for right over here. That'll be in the background there, especially when the lights are out at night, when we fly at night. I gotta figure out, I want to get a couple more LED strips, like just a small one, like a, I don't know, 8 or 12 inch one, and stick it under the stick here, so that it lights up the stick on the, well, we gotta see if I can manage to run a webcam and the cord's long enough to come across to where the PC is over on this side. We'll be good. Okay, so you guys can still see standard there. So you can't quite see the first officer's side. So coming over the Chesapeake, can't see anything. Can't see anything, just clouds. I had it. Now if I'm sitting here, you can see the top of my head. Let me get in position. I might pull this. I have a box holding the thing. I know I got to do some cable management under here. Like I said, I'd probably call my cousin up and see what he's got to say about it. But I loathe to disconnect the stuff from the PC itself. So you can see engine 1, engine 2, the rudder trim, spoiler disarm. I have to reclaim this button. These are the packs and the brake fans. I'd like to get that to be terrain. I got some buttons back here I need to reclaim too, because that's the flight director's, I believe, still. I have to go through the rotor brake codes and see what I can't find. Assign most of it in FSU IPC. So what are we predicting for Dixon at fuel now? Dixon's going to be 15.4, flight plan calls for 15.6. So yeah, we're just hovering that 200 pounds downrange. And then we'll get back out. We're doing 442 over the ground, so that's not half bad. Sorry guys, I put the chat down for a little bit. Fearless 154, yeah, that's what it is. TU 154. Study level. Yak 40. I think I saw a video from Cuba on that one. They had Just Planes, which the guy's based in Boston. A French guy, Michel Moscal. He's based out of Boston now, or he lives here now. He runs Just Planes, so they're always over at Logan. I just feel like, yeah, see, it's stretched too much. Like I can't, if I push this back that much further on my feet, I don't think I'll have enough on the pedals. I think I tried it and it didn't work too well, and that was with the mounts. But stay tuned to the channel. We're probably gonna have a different side stick in the near future, hopefully. A little bit of a secret for now, but stay tuned. The TCA is trusty and sturdy, but we got something coming that might be a little more interesting and potentially a new chair. Potentially. I tried out when I was in Florida. I visited the guys that make my PCs. By the way, all FBW, FTW streams are powered by Jetline Systems Beast PCs. This is running on a Jetline Systems Gravity GT2, fully customized and with some aftermarket upgrades. I was able to get a 30 series card after the fact. Those guys are great. They provide full support. I can pick up the phone if I run into some trouble or something. I just pick up the phone. Hey, I tried this, this, and this. What do you got? And bang, they will fix me up. It's like we got another plane down here. It's a Pilatus PC-12, and he just disappeared off the scope somehow. He was there. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not crew one. I don't know why this kid was. Oh yeah. Yep, I got to work at 2300. Tonight, so that cancels the flight back. Sorry, Vaughn. Ruins my whole day. I'd like to. I'm thinking about grabbing X-Plane just to try some of those long hauls that they have, and then get an X-Plane 12. Because if somebody does a quality like a Zebo style thing to the A330 and maybe puts a 200 in there, it's going to be solid. And I want to bring this back again just a little bit, and maybe down a touch. Let's see how that looks now. Trying to keep that. There's the parking brake. There we go. Yep. All right. I'm a little bit happier with that. You can't see the full, but you can see the radio panel. You can see vertical speed. You can see the important stuff on this side. I really don't mess with this. That's the first officer side. Obviously, when I use the Bravo, I use it for speed. I kind of keep these two on there because if I need to do some testing in P3D, I use this as my throttle. You know, like if I use the F-35 or something, then I keep the speed brake on there. I don't know why I do that. I kind of hold on to them sometimes too. True piloting, you know, they usually keep their hand on the throttle. You see them put their hands on the throttles to keep them at idle while they're taxiing. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to bed at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. This is brutal. 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 Oh, wait, who am I working with again? Let's see. I can't believe he's working. Oh boy. I worked till midnight when we tried to do the bot. Oh yeah, let's go look at that. Something happened to the quality wings last night in flight over Fort Dodge somewhere. And we never made it to Boston. you can see she went into a spiral over the mountains, and then she just smashed into the ground here. You can see all these landings that were made. So when I woke up this morning, I'm on the side of a hill here. There was 40,000 pounds of fuel. It said the engines had flamed out. I don't know what happened overnight. They did step climb just fine, up to 390, and then I don't know if you can see the vertical profile, but where do we step? At Albee. Yep, there's the step climb. She did do the step climb. You can see her going up. Came in over Lake Redding, Oregon, maybe just the northern end of California, basically. And then something happened. She was sitting on the ground. The gear was down. I know the gear was up. I don't know what. I don't know if FS2 crew or I don't know what happened, but very depressing. So let's start thinking about. I can see magic, and we got about an hour and 15 hour and let's see, 15 to an hour and 22 minutes to go. That sound right? No. An hour and 17 minutes to go. 7 plus 10 would make it 04. Yeah, 1904 we're arriving. All right. So the Clement one from Magic. So it's IBID below flight level 320, Slews below 230, Lenvey below 17, Clement 250, 11 and 9, Mazel freeway at 4, then across the coast, Tunney, Sands 210 and 4, Dillman, which this used to be, well, Kasky used to be way the hell out here, and then they'd bring you back around on the old arrival. Definitely going to be landing south. Let me start grabbing the ATIS auto updates. So coming the Atsu, AOC, weather ATIS, we'll go direct ATIS, arrival auto update, send that off to go, and we'll check the weather once we get a little further south. So we got that, and then we'll probably start coming down to 2000 here and hook back around, not at Wilba, but we'll hook back around for the ILS 10. Dillman's up here, and then probably cut back into Zeiser. What I'll do is I'll look at the flight. Matter of fact, let's go take a look now and see what they did yesterday on my mother-in-law's flight. I want flight radar 24. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I want to read something here. Where did I just see that article? Where is it? Oh, I missed it. Alright. Let's go see this. What the heck is Mamava? No, excuse me guys. One second, got a phone call. Hey guys, I'm back with you now. Sorry about that delay there. So, GSX Vaughn, FS Dream Team website. So let's take a look at what happened yesterday on my mother-in-law's flight. Looks like they gave him some vectors here, because normally they would have. It's very strange. Normally they would have come in. You know, it wouldn't have been like this. It would have been an angle in. Like if we look at the arrival. Here's the Clement 1, so it looks like they gave him something out of Clement. I feel like this is strange here. This is like a different, let's put this up on the big screen for a second. I feel like we don't get that close. I feel like they were a lot closer to the Bahamas than normally would happen. Yeah, see, like that's a world map. Like, it's almost like they came down. Let's go check. Not for flight aware. Let's just have a look here. It's almost like they filed a couple ARs over. So 1321 was Friday morning. Oh yeah, they did. Look at this. So yeah, they were way out. I wonder, so they must have come in from Clement. That is interesting. Diamond Clement 1. Let's look at the world high chart here. Hogue. Diamond. And they came down AR-22, which is normally where you'd go to Miami, see off of Joray here. I wonder why they had them. They must have been, yeah, look at that, space launch. Yep. Space launch probably yesterday. And, yeah, so they cut them into Clement from Diamond, and then so that's why they were coming in this way. All right, so then let's take a look at the playback again. Playback yesterday's. Again, they came down AR-22, which we did not do, and then they joined the Clement. Even still, once they got to about, yeah, once they got to about Clement, off of Stewart here, so they came in from Diamond to Clement, came down to Maysville, maybe Fairway or Freeway, which is kind of off of Jupiter. We zoom in a little bit there. Yeah, you can see there's the Jupiter inlet. So they gave him a direct 180 down off Riviera Beach and North Palm Beach, which is normal. And then they gave him the base turn just before Pahokee and Belglade. And there's a Palm Beach training airports out here somewhere. Usually they turn base right after that. Where is that little airport? Or is that Lauderdale I'm thinking of? Let's see. Let's go down to Lauderdale area. Lauderdale is here. No, it's definitely up here. Belglade. I know there's an airport up here. I just don't know where it is right now. 20 Mile Bend. Coming in over the swamp. So right over at Palm Beach Gardens. Ah, there it is, Gwynn. And the Palm Beach Raceway, which is out here. The drag race spot. Alright, so at any rate, we're going to want to come in don't know if I can put on the map. If I close the playback, right? Oh, there's an app? You can get a desktop app? No, not, apparently not. So Morga. So we're off Charleston, South Carolina now. Theoretically speaking, we should be, if I go high-end route, we should be over on 22, which is over this way. There's Jure. There it is. Yeah, Big Dog. There were some weird points on that. Interesting, interesting. So we're just coming into Jack Center now. Or we're in Jack Center. Crossing over that L, whatever, that 456. I mean, it looks like we got onto base there, you know? On the playback. It was 948 JB. I've been on 947. That's the first one I flew mint on. Alright. Yeah, Loxahatchee. There's a pretty cool place to see gators. Right out in here, and you can see them. There's a little, you can rent a canoe going here. There's usually a gator sitting like right in here. It's a pretty cool spot. And there's canals and stuff all up in here. And then the Everglades, obviously. So, did I not just, oh, here we go. So along base, so we'll start our turn as we see this, right? We'll try to do it. We'll come in on the arrival. I want to say the arrival comes in over Riviera Beach. Let's take a look-see. Let's make this 50%. Juno Beach, Palm Beach Shores, Lake Park.
Begin our in-flight service momentarily, so please find your arms and legs as we pass by with the service cards.
So just a little bit north. So Tunney, they brought them. They vectored them basically from Tunney back around. Wish I could no, I can't do it even on mine. I can't do it on my app. All right, so that covers that. So maybe we'll take a vector out of Tunney and do a little creative vectoring. So we have a company message, which is probably the ATIS, either the ATIS or our rival gate, or both. No, there's Charlie. Here's Delta. 080 at 17, Gustin 23, 3029. That's 1753. So we're going to pick up the 1853 weather, but we can start presetting the altimeter so it doesn't go nuts when we get down there. (1904). The active sky weather generally will change at 07. Alright. So we've also got a pretty heavy airplane here. Don't need the anti-ice. The packs can stay on. All reverses. Start thinking about this. So it's going to be 10 left, dry runway, 166.7. Flight plan had us landing, or the original load sheet had us landing at 167.1, so we're about 400 pounds light. And we'll calculate that out. Not too bad. 146 on the VAP, but with the winds the way it is, probably gonna add 7. think of a flap 3 here too. Although the last time I tried a flap 3, it was ugly. No bueno. So 240 from top of descent. Usually this is about the time I try to like to grab the winds. It's 18:10, so it's just after the hour. I'm also going to check the tropopause height for our top of descent. Show you guys over here. Go to the OFP. 2 things. Check the flight plan 541, and then the vertical profile. You can see it just shoots right up. So we can change that now. I probably should have changed it afterwards. So 541, and we'll watch the Mach probably come downwards. Give it a second. Nope, just went up a little bit. It's got something to do with, I believe, the thickness of the air. I'd have to ask about it. So good there, good there, good there. Okay. And then in about, we're looking like we're about 25 to top of descent, minutes wise. $209 miles, 38. Pretty close. 27 minutes, or 26 now. I've got the Airbus pretty much nailed on timings and things like that. Really enjoyed learning this airplane. It's my favorite plane, just with the way the GSX integrates with it. This and the Mad Dog, but the Mad Dog takes me an hour just to get the sucker off the ground. What am I looking for? All right, guys, I'm gonna take one more quick break before we start rolling into the landing phase of the flight here. So if you'll bear with me, I'll leave you in the wonderful wing view of 5A, or this is actually on an A321. This would be right by the door. So this would be 6F on a 321, roughly. Actually on this side. That's 6A. And that's not quite. 6F should get a little bit more forward. On a non-mint plane, this is 10F. Okay, we got a wind data uplink. Let's insert that here. And it should give us the rest of the winds magic. Yep, so it gives us cruise winds at Silo, Jenks, magic. And I believe it should give us IVID. Nope, that's it. And then at IVID, we'll already be starting descent winds here. Actually, hold on a second. I want to look at that descent wind again. What was it at 10,000? Next phase. 110 at 18. So now, I suspect, we're within 300 miles. If we look at that, we're in 310 miles of West Palm here. So now we probably got the company message telling us what gate we're arriving on. C12. So my mother-in-law arrived on C15. So we're going to C15 because it's also my favorite gate. So we'll change that up. I almost wish GSX would like when the gate goes in here and you select it, I almost wish it would pre-select that gate at, you know, there's got to be a way they can code that. I'm not a genius to do that anyways. Right now we're just under max landing weight. So I'll leave you guys in 10F here on this non-mint A321, and I will be back to you shortly. oh boy, here we go. Let's do this. So now 80 miles, that's probably about 11 minutes to top of descent. .38, 12 minutes. Going 466 across the ground, so I'm gonna grab the weather for this hour, knowing that it's probably gonna change, and we're gonna start briefing up the approach. So we'll grab the METAR here, go to Perf, let's go take a look-see, put up to Clement, come back to the EFB, let's check this. Alright, so I got 080 at 17, gusting 23. Probably going to let ground speed mini handle most of what we need. Come over here, put up the Clement, coming into Magic, and we're going to land 10 left. Scattered 3700, 27 degrees. There's 26 there. Let's see. .81 still. Holding at 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, sorry guys, I'll get the chat going again here on my phone. Min fuel, incline direct below min fuel. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright, setting up for the arrival. All right, so I'm gonna just read this off my side EFB here. All right, actually, what I'm supposed to do here. You have control.
I have control.
So let's just check the Palm Beach data. So they're using the ILS. I think they're using the ILS, right? Yep, they're using the ILS. So, transitioning, ILS Cat 1, it's 2,000 at Geyser. 2,000 at Geyser. Let's check the NOTAMs real quick. Can do that over here. Just easier because SimBrief packages them all up nicely. SID. Approach 10 left, amendment 28, suitable RNAV GPS, 10 left, amendment 28, circling Cat B, pace DME, fixed minimums, cranes 28 right. Okay, so the NOTAMs are reviewed. Minimums on this is going to be 216. Missed approach is climbing 1,000, climbing left turn at 3,000, out to Morga, which is distance 17.8 Palm Beach. We got the altitude and speed constraints checked on the star. Extra fuel. We got about 20 minutes worth, plus the alternate. 9.2. We should have about 25 minutes extra. Excuse me. 2,000 missed approach. Alternates Miami. We do have enough to get there. Degraded navigation. We're good to go. We're an IRS mix. Runway data. We checked that. So we're going to put the perf in now. So it's 216 feet minimums on the barrow. We're going to do cont full. VAP a 146. I'm gonna go to 140. I'm gonna start at 146, and then I'll probably add a couple knots on there. And the weather in West Palm. We got runway data. It's telling me we are gonna have a factored landing distance of 2,635 feet on auto brake low. So we got a good strategy here. Planning to exit. It's an A321. Let's be aware of the tail strike. Auto brake low. and reverse max. As for the taxi routing in, hopefully we can make Delta. As long as I don't float it, we'll make either Delta or Charlie 9, preferably Delta. And back on Charlie 7 to Charlie 15. That's the expected taxi route. RadNav. Are you ready for the approach briefing? Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Ready.
RadNavs. Let's go ahead and we'll stick old manually tuned PBI in there on both sides. And ILS is India, Papa Bravo India, IPBI 111.9 with a front course of 099. Let's check that. 111.9 IPBI 099. So that covers that. Let's do the perf. So QNH is going to be 3029. Get this up here. 30.29. Temperature is 27 Celsius. And the wind is 080 at 17, gusting 23. It's probably going to add a knot. It didn't add a knot on the V app yet. I guess we'll have to see what comes low. Alright, so that's the approach briefed. Any questions?
I'm good.
Alrighty then. Make sure no oopsie. Not that. I don't know why that one's like that. New York Northwest Center, interesting. I have control.
You have control.
I always forget that. So I'm going to set 3029 on this one. And let's see. So it's 330 feet difference. So we're going to go auto brake low. Gonna take Charlie 15, Vaughn. Charlie 15 when we get there. It's right on the tip, right on the end there. First gate I ever arrived to. I think I might have arrived Charlie 11. It was one of these two. It was 11 or 15. JetBlue has 10 around to, or excuse me, yeah. JetBlue has Charlie 10 all the way around to Charlie 11 and maybe Charlie 9. I'm not sure. I think Charlie 9's a different one. I just hope that Orbex says Palm Beach is on their roadmap again for this year. They were supposed to do it for... it was supposed to be already ready for P3D, and then they... You know, it didn't make it out of the gate before what's it called did. So it's still Delta, yep. Alright, so we are set and just about ready for the top of descent. So I'm going to switch into constraint mode. And you can see it's looking for us below flight level 320 at Ivan. So we are ready to rock. Sorry I didn't see the chat there, Vaughn. I was a little busy. Just getting set up. What do I got this on? ATIS. Make sure we close down stuff we did not need. And the camera's up. How does the side stick look when I'm sitting here? I want to get the camera on the stick, but especially once the you know, potential new side, once the potential new side stick we're gonna get. Vaughn, GSX has a new. It was just updated and it has a new like installer and stuff. There's a universal installer, so you got to check their website because people who installed it from like the live updater had some issues with it. So coming into some haze here, just start seeing the Florida coastline, and let's give the passengers a quick update. And we're going to be starting down in about 3 minutes. Folks, good afternoon again from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. Going to be starting our initial descent into the West Palm Beach area here in just a few minutes. Got an arrival gate of C15. That's Charlie 15. The baggage claim is baggage claim number 2 in the lower level, across from the car rental desks. Expect to have you on the ground in just about 28 more minutes, give or take. Once we begin the descent, we'll be coming in pretty much straight along the coast, and then we'll cross the coast and make a U-turn back to land on land to the east. Weather in West Palm currently scattered clouds, 3,700 feet in the air. Gusty winds still out of the east at about 18 miles an hour, gusting to 26 miles an hour. So it could be just a little bumpy on the way in. I'm going to turn the seatbelt sign on just as we begin our descent here. If you're up and about, please return to your seat and buckle up. And thanks again for flying JetBlue. Hope you enjoy the experience. Folks, good afternoon again from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. We're going to be starting our initial descent into the West Palm Beach area here in just a few minutes. Got an arrival gate of C15. That's Charlie 15. The baggage claim is baggage claim number 2 in the lower level, across from the car rental desks. Expect to have you on the ground in just about 28 more minutes, give or take. Once we begin the descent, we'll be coming in pretty much straight along the coast, and then cross the coast and make a U-turn back to land on land to the east. Weather in West Palm currently scattered clouds, 3,700 feet in the air. Gusty winds still out of the east, 4,000 at about 18 miles an hour, gusting to 26 miles an hour. So it could be just a little bumpy on the way in. I'm going to turn the seatbelt sign on just as we begin our descent here. If you're up and about, please return to your seat, buckle up. And thanks again for flying JetBlue. Hope you enjoy the experience. So we got Mach thrust idle descent.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. At this time, the washroom facilities will not be available.
Just keep an eye on the prog page. You can see we're below path by 40 feet. So keep an eye on the VDEV here. You can just barely make out the coast. Goals on this one to not use the speed brake if I can help it. Also, stream goals. Make it to FS best sometime.
3031
No.
set, passing 23,000.
Super. Forgot about that. Oh, I really don't want to go to work at 11 o'clock tonight. It's 28 with transition into 323 knots. And she's still looking for Mach 7.9. And you can see that the thrust here is at 48, 49% thrust. I may do a manual landing, manual thrust. It depends on, and we'll see what it looks like once we get further down. But if it's gusty and bumpy, for sure we're going to do a manual landing. Manual. I find that it's better to do that with the. Sharklets. You can control it a little bit better. And when it's gusty too, sometimes you're like, ooh, is this going to work? Mach. So you can see now we're at the bottom end of our speed scale, and it's applying power. It's going to start applying power. And you can see up here, if you watch this, it hasn't quite transitioned into speed yet. It's trying to. There it is. Speed. And it's flashing idle, so it's going to bring the power back again. No, bringing it back up. Airbus plans for top of drop to be idle, then a little bit of power, then put a little bit of power on, and then an intermediate level out. There's a great, if you're into Airbus, there's a great what's the word I'm looking for? It's a magazine called Safety First from Airbus. Control your speed during the climb, control your speed during descent. And it gives you a really good understanding of how the Airbus works. As long as you know what's going on up here and what modes are what, you'll be fine, right? If you understand what happens, if something goes wrong, you read it off the ECAM and you know, okay, all right, let me go fix this. Thrust idle.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
So remember, when we push to set 3029, what's going to happen is we're going to all of a sudden go 350 feet higher than we were. We'll do it now so we can get on with it. QNH 3029 set. See us drop on the donut there?
3031 set, passing 17,500.
And look at that, we're 350 feet high. So she's going to dive a little bit to get beneath 17,000 for Lindsay.
Now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Baro ref.
3029 set.
3031 set. Minimum.
216 feet set.
216 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete. .61 miles. We should see definitely see some coastline now.
Oh, there she is. Love coming in here on clear days like this. So that time Miami Center, I thought we had a resolution advisory. I didn't know what happened. A couple of theories. We were coming in on the Faisal arrival, which doesn't exist anymore. And oh God, it was scary. You were like this in the seat. I'm looking at the charts because I had them on my iPad. There was no Wi-Fi back then. It was 2014. And I'm looking and I'm like going, okay, well, you know, there's an 18,000 for, you know, oof. Downhill we went. I have a Facebook post somewhere that it comes up in my memories every year. I gotta do the playback on the flight radar one more time. Let us see what we can see. So they dip down. So they leveled at 4 coming over the coast, and they gave him a base descent to 3. And then on down. Excuse me, base descent to 2, I'm gonna guess. It's hard to see without. Thrust idle. Speed. A little haze layer here. So I don't know. Well, actually, we can level right out here. I'm gonna try not to use that spoid brake. Hashtag V1Sim. You want to really learn about the Airbus, you go watch that guy. He's the man. So I'll take guesses on the landing rate. It will pop up. 10-3. She's slowing nicely. Look at that. Didn't even have to use it. Thrust idle. Oh, that's awesome. Come the lights. Sometimes you can see it even in the daytime. They begin their descent. So they leveled out. They had them level at 4 crossing the coast for a good hot minute. Company message is going to be the updated ATIS. Echo 3027. 070 at 14, gusting 22. So I don't know if we're gonna get this 1904, but I'm gonna put it in anyways. Dew point 17, so hazy and hot. Almost there. Coming into nasal now. So what I think we'll do is we'll take that longer base and slow up to 210. Start getting some flap on it. Actually, the plane's gonna hit the decel waypoint right as we cross the coast. So that's kind of perfect, actually. Hazy, hazy. Up here it's 114 at 22, swirling around a little bit. Here's the tops from the 3,700 feet basis. Take a look at the approach perf one more time, see what our green dot speed is. Looks like it's about 225, 224 is green dot speed here. Speed out, star. So you got, what was it? Jupiter Inlet right here. Am I right? Yeah. Juno Beach. We got Juno Beach down here. Jupiter Lighthouse. Some golf courses. Some good restaurants too. They said scattered 3700. They didn't say overcast. It must be on the oh wait, I didn't look at what this hour was. Let's see. Scattered 37, scattered 47. So pretty good layer. So she's gonna start decelling. You hear the power come back off. Favorite spots right here. There she goes. The approach is now activated. And you'll see the wings start pitching up too as we slow down before we put out the first notch of flaps. Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
both for 210. Pitching up high, we could actually get flap 2 on it, but that's a lot of fuel.
Checked.
Altimeter setting.
Oh, she better shut up.
Altimeter setting. Altimeter setting.
Sorry guys, I cannot do this. Gorgeous day in West Palm. So we'll hold this, we'll go around on the base. Flaps 2. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Now you'll see the wing's gonna pitch back down. It's got enough lift to carry over. Big
Checked.
balloon here.
Checked.
I'm gonna bring it down to 190 now. We're gonna go out to the swamp and make that base turn.
Checked.
So from Dillman, it's now track at 270. Approach phase is activated. So this road right here where it meets is where they make the base turn.
Checked.
Yesterday anyways was where they made the base turn. Let's see.
Checked.
So yeah, crossing over right here. And there's one that comes. So there's this section. Yeah, they sent them way out last time. Way out yesterday. This is the part my mother-in-law probably didn't like, because the winds were like this yesterday. So you're just bouncing around like bumps on a road. So there's another road out here somewhere. It's this one. And we should expect another one coming. There it is. That one. Wow, they really sent them. They sent them out to Gullo almost. Let's see if we can see Cliff. Yep. Yeah, they basically dropped them in on Gullo. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go 3,000 blue. Thrust idle open descent. And we're gonna go
Checked.
230 over the shoulder. Start the turn. Keep it coming, nice and slow. 210. We're gonna clean up the box.
Checked.
Keep it coming, 190. Speed out star.
Checked.
We've now begun our initial descent. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the flight and begin wrapping up use of laptops and devices of similar size, as in just a few minutes we'll be asking you to store them for landing.
Insert.
If you have
Checked.
completed a JetBlue card application, we'll be coming
180 now.
As part of our commitment to safety from the ground up, we clean and disinfect our planes between each flight.
5 miles
Please
from
do your
Wilbur.
part by checking around your seat and in the seat back pocket for items you wish to discard and hand them to us as we pass through the
130.
cabin.
On the localizer. Out. Low blue.
Checked.
Okay, I'm happy with that. They're coming around. 3,000 is the mist. On the approach. Glide blue, Cat 3 dual, AP 1+2. Palm Beach traffic is JetBlue 1321. We're 15 and a half out for the ILS. Lodestar.
Checked.
I don't know, Vaughn. Let me check the time once we get there, bud.
Checked.
So we'll say 180 to Zizer. Oopsie. 180 to Zizer. So I'll go ahead and I'm gonna wait till we get stabilized here. We burned a lot more fuel too, so. Yeah, it is a little bumpy in here. I could see why my mother-in-law wouldn't be happy. Look at those sharklets moving. Just a little bit. Okay, we're 1 dot high. Let's go 170. Glide star.
Checked.
Double checking 3,000 is the mist. Got the runway.
Checked.
Glide.
Checked.
Manage the speed. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
2,500.
Landing light, please. Takeoff light, please. Cat 1.
Checked.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist complete. Passing final approach
Oh,
fence.
yeah,
2000 feet.
Yeah, we need a couple knots on this. Checked. Cleared to land.
Checked.
Ground speed mini's doing all right for us right now. Right down the pike pretty much, 18, bouncing around to 20.
Checked.
Oh, easy girl. Yeah, nope. Gonna add a couple knots now. See that auto thrust trying to keep up?
Stable.
Checked. 1,000.
Yeah, my mother-in-law would have lost it. Not surprised. A little bumpy. I've been on some hold my beer landings though.
Approaching. 10 left.
It is swirling in here. Stable target 6-7. Land green.
300.
100 above.
100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
Checked.
Oh, how's your gust?
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Long landing.
Spoilers.
Long landing.
Reverse green. Decel.
Air Force One doesn't come here anymore, fortunately.
4,000.
There's Vaughn.
Remaining.
70 knots.
So much for Delta.
3,000 feet. Remaining.
Charlie 9 it is. Manual braking. So that's a loaded 321 touching down. Well, if I could have planted it. I don't know, that looked a little hinky. Those pappies might have been a little off. But it's hopefully Orbex Palm Beach will fix all this for us. Like, I'm still trying to figure out if those are Orbex planes or default planes over there. Because this is True Earth, Florida. So, 2 hours, 44 minutes in the air. I lied a little bit. It was supposed to be 2:35. Disarm the spoilers. A little bit off the center line. After landing checklist. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
So we'll go up to Charlie 7 and dip in for 15. No, I didn't see 15. Oh, I gotta fix my GSX profile too. Gonna guess 90. That felt like about a 170 to 220, I would say. I did give it a yank at the end, but I mean that was We were just barely in the zone. I got to adjust the RAAS system to account for that. Now, I don't know. I'd have to ask my buddy Alex if they go in here, but it just makes more sense to me. I figure, I don't know. I'll have to ask my buddy Alex. He works on the ramp. We're going to go in here today. Taxi light off, please. Taxi light off. It just seems more sensical to me for them, for Charlie 15, for them to go in Charlie 7 instead of Charlie 8. Brakes are a little hot. Now, this is not a proper GSX profile, so just bear with me here while I try to park this bad boy. This is why I said Charlie 7 would have been a better start for us. There's just no rhyme or reason to this particular airport, these gates. I've messed with the GSX profile a little bit myself, so not a ton, because it's just a default airport and what have you. Okay, engine 2, engine 1. 3 hours on the blocks. Belts and beacons.
Cabin crew doors to manual and cross-check.
Give us the jetway now. Yeah, there's Vaughn right there. I assume that's him. So, Orbex is supposed to give us a West Palm. Well, they do have my spot up here. They have the Roscoe spot. And I think we get ground air on these bad boys. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
So we got ground power, so let's switch over. Want to make sure we got air conditioning, because this is West Palm and it's 82 degrees out almost. So yeah, we do have ground AC. There comes that. So we're going to go APU bleed off. APU off. I use the 2 buttons down here for APU instead of fire test. It just makes sense to me. Alright, let's take a look. Let's turn GSX down so we can hear ourselves think. And did you put the transponder to auto? Okay, outstanding. Alright. Let's have a look at first the JetBlue. Yeah, there we go. Minus 164. I might have hit. No, I thought I hit 321. Vaughn. 164, pitch 4. I probably could have yanked it a little bit more, and the landing at 38.14, that was still jamming it a little bit. So minus 164. Let's see what Volante gave us for G-force. And of course, it wouldn't let me add screenshots. So let's see how we did. So we turned a little bit shy of where my mother-in-law's plane actually turned. Like, they turned out at Gullah. Like, if I could bring it back up for you. I think I had it right here, right? Yeah. So this is yesterday, right? So if we come in here and then do this, you'll be able to see it here. You can see, sorry, I'm trying to adjust this. So you can see, and this was, yep, 948. You can see they came in and they had kind of a more rounded, they actually dipped off the localizer, so I'm guessing they gave them the visual. And, you know, we turned just shy of where they turned. If you can see this Route 98, you can see it splits into two right there. They came out over that Route 98 and then turned. So there must have been some traffic as well, just to give you an idea. And then Volanta says we landed, oh, that's like a 2,000 footer, 2,100 feet. Oh yeah, yeah, that's bad. Minus 0.99 G, so you barely felt that. Barely felt that. 123 knots, so 19, so 123 and 20, 140, 142. And our VLS was 141, I believe. Yeah, our VLS was indeed 141, so bang on VLS. Did it say type there? I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. So it does weird. V-Pilot does weird things sometimes. I'm surprised it doesn't have me like above the gate. So there's Volanta. Let's check the approach report, and then I'll check the time bond and see if I got some time to go back somewhere. So the approach, aircraft too low. When the hell did we go too low in the last 500 feet? I mean, look at that. We were never too low there. If anything, we were too high. So 165 feet per minute, 140 knots. The pitch was 4. Out of 10,001 feet, minus the threshold, displaced threshold. Stagger by 5,400 feet. I want to see something. So anyways, I don't see us. I mean, we weren't that's not that low. We were bubbling around, fighting it now. When we get down to the controls, right, you're going to see me. You'll have seen me probably, you know, trying to fight it, you know, kind of, I call it stir the pot. You'll see me fighting it down here on the plots. So you got right bank, left bank commands, actual bank. You can see for a little while there she was dipping around trying to get her straight, and then here's the flare commands towards the end. It's an interesting, what is going on? It's missing the autopilot button. I have to fix this. It's got to be button 3 then, right? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It seems to keep missing the autopilot, but you can see the little burble, the little float we had. I just always with the sharklets, and then again on the satellite you can see where we turn base versus my mother-in-law's flight yesterday turned base right around here. But at any rate, on into runway 10. Landed just barely in the tail end of the touchdown zone. Happy with that. Not as happy as I should be, but it wasn't the greatest, wasn't the worst. Right on the center line, so. And they barely felt it. So let's clean that. 3 hours on the blocks. Vaughn, let me take a quick break, buddy, and then there's the 30272, by the way. That could have screwed us up. Let me take a quick break here, buddy, and see what time it is. Let me see where I'm going from here. So I will be back to you. I'm going to shut this stream down, and I will be back. Vaughn, I'll hit you on Discord in just a minute, pal.